Hey guys, welcome to Fun Facts, the show where I research topics and relay fun facts about them to you so that together we can look smart in social situations. So you can probably tell from the intro that this week we're going to be talking about American Horror Story, which is, in my opinion, one of the best shows to come on in the past few years. Like, it's better and better every season. And I know it's still August, and I know it's not Halloween yet, but I love Halloween, and I'm so excited, and I can't wait. And American Horror Story comes on soon anyway, the hotel, so I figured let's just do these, and it can hold us over until then, because I'm just too excited. Halloween's my favorite. So, I have these notes over here I'm going to be looking at while I do this, because apparently I cannot remember lines. Also, spoilers, because they are scattered throughout this entire video, but I'm assuming if you're watching this, you're caught up on American Horror Story. If you're not, don't watch this stupid video. Go watch that, because it's amazing. So, here we go. Fun fact number 1. The murder house from season 1 is actually real. It is at 1120 Westminster Place in Los Angeles. It was built in 1908, and in 2013 it was put on sale for $7.8 million. And I just checked on Zillow like 20 minutes ago, and their estimate has it at $2.5 million now. So I'm sorry about the owners. That sucks. It's also been featured on multiple other TV shows, including Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which I've never watched. I'm not that into vampires. Still haven't seen Twilight. I know. Fun fact number 2. Neil Patrick Harris and his husband, and I know I'm going to say this wrong, David Burtka, were in season 4 in Freak Show, but they were actually supposed to be the dysfunctional gay couple in season 1, but apparently they just got done playing a couple who didn't like each other in a Harold and Kumar Very Merry Christmas, or whatever, that 3D Christmas movie. And he just didn't want to, NPH wasn't trying to do that again so soon, go through that. So they turned it down, which I'm glad they did, because I think that their performances ended up being legend. Wait for it, dairy. They were so good in season 4. They were so good. Sorry, I had to. Now, I know personally one of my favorite things about the show is the soundtrack. The music makes it so creepy. It intensifies the creepiness factor by a bazillion points. And the intros are the best part. But turns out the music is actually from film scores. My cat's down here. It's from film scores such as Carrie, Insidious, What Lies Beneath, Psycho, Dracula, and that's what adds such a creepy factor, you know? I just thought that was so cool. I had no idea. And I mean, film score is more like freak scores. Whatever. That's right. Fun fact number 4. Alma and Kid Walker were actually based on real people, Barney and Betty Hill. Their story is known as the Hill abduction, and has since then been put in a bunch of different things, books, and a TV special even called The UFO Experience. They were allegedly abducted by these aliens on September 19th and 20th, 1961. And they were returned safely, as were Kit's character, as a direct result of Alma's disappearance, abduction, alien taking, was put in Briarcliff for being the suspected bloody face, which, bless his heart. Okay, this next one made me feel extremely stupid for not seeing something that was coming, literally, that was in front of my face every single week. Don't hit anyone. But the Supreme was actually, in season 3, the Supreme was revealed not only earlier than the last episode, it was revealed in the very first episode, opening scene, and every episode thereon after. When Sarah Paulson's name card comes up on the screen and it says Sarah Paulson. There's a figure in the background, and apparently it's Santa Muerta. I hope I'm saying that right. And she's known as the Lady of the Seven Powers, and the Supreme, as you know, is the witch who can perform all the 7 powers. Like, that is crazy. And apparently a bunch of people on Reddit and Tumblr figured this out, like, super early on in the season, and were posting stuff about it, called out the whole season before it happened. And I don't know how I didn't know about this, because I'm on Reddit and Tumblr all the time, like, keeping up with my AHS. Like, I don't know how I missed it, but that, I just thought that was so cool. It's so cool. Fun fact number 6. Marie Laveau and Madame LaLaurie were actually among the many people in the multiple seasons that were based on real people. Let's see, Laveau was a well-respected and renowned voodoo practitioner in New Orleans, where her and her mother had great influence on their multicultural following that they had. It said, one thing I read said that, like, at one point, I think it was like either 1,200 or 12,000, I should have written that down, people, like, stormed the sides of Lake Pontchartrain to, like, watch them perform voodoo and stuff. It was super cool. And Madame LaLaurie was actually a socialite and a serial killer who was known for her torture and, let's see, her torture and murder of slaves. That's not good. That's not a good thing to be known by. But she actually maintained her position in her social circles for a while, until one day there was a fire at her mansion and rescuers came in and found out the extent of her crimes, which, that sucks, but I mean, her time was coming. Okay, the next fun fact 7, is that Edward Mordrake is real. He was a real dude. He was a 19th century aristocrat, and he had, it's a disease called Diprosopus. I know I'm not saying that right, but it's Diprosopus. And it's a very rare disorder that causes parts of, or all of the face, to be duplicated on the head. And apparently he had an extra face, like a full face on the back of his head, and it couldn't eat or speak, but it could laugh and cry, which totally makes sense to me, because the front face, the main face, you only need one face to eat, and then you only need one face to talk. I'm sure the main face wouldn't shut up, so, you know, you didn't want the back face going off arguing and stuff. But the body, the human body, loves to feel emotions. I mean, you can't have any, like, you can't never have too many emotions. So it totally makes sense that you would want to laugh and cry. Just ask Ashley I. Bachelor in Paradise, anyone? Didn't think so. And that brings us to the last fun fact about American Horror Story. Season 5 American Horror Story Hotel premieres on October 7th, which I was going to count the days to, but I'm too lazy. But it's very soon. It's very, very soon, less than 2 months away. It's the 26th today of August. That's so soon. I'm so excited. So I hope you really enjoy these fun facts. I'd heard of a few of them before, but I'm going to link, I mean, I'm pretty much just getting this off of another article, you know, that's the internet. It's how it works. Originality is dead. But I'm going to source to, it was a BuzzFeed article and then another one. I'm going to source to it down below in the description. So if you want to check those out, there's a bunch more facts on there. I just used like 7 or 8 because there's too many and they're all super interesting. These are my favorites. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week.